ammonium phosphate sulfate, which is again a prime product for GS subsidy, where the MRP went down to 1,200 rupees, which was lower than the DAP MRP of 1,350 rupees. And overall, the swing, as I already said, was nearly the same, and last year only 1% change. But they were changing the cropping pattern both across the country and in our primary market of Gujarat. In Gujarat, we have a shift towards soybean, as said, and some bajra, because these two things require less rain. A dry spell can sustain this crop. Pulses have got reduced. There was a slight increase in cotton, also 5%. So consumption of fertilizer also remained the same during this period. Like for GS subsidy also, we were producing phosphatic fertilizer, APS, urea, and ammonium sulfate of Baroda, and the plants were running at capacity. And our Sikka plant were also running and producing DAP and APS. We also have imported DAP to fulfill the need of the country. The prices were stable till late August. Thereafter, there was sudden rise in the international price of fertilizers, like DAP went up from $450 to $590, and even urea went from $280 to $400, which has resulted into hike in prices, net prices to all the company, because raw material has also increased, like this phosphoric acid has increased from $970, $850 to $970 and $985, and ammonia today is at $540, which was in the range of $370, $280 to $370 in August. So within this scenario, we could perform better because of the good rain and support to agriculture from the government. Over to you, Nanodi sir.
Thank you. With this background, now we will have a company-specific summary. So, as you have seen the numbers, there was our highest Q2 sales of 3,000 crores, and fertilizer also sales was at the highest level. If we talk about the volumes, in Q2 over Q2 last year, 82% rise in volume terms occurred. Production that was backed by the higher production also in our plant. In value terms also, the fertilizer sales increased by 35%. Reduction in all major raw materials during Q1 and Q2, like phosphoric acid, ammonia, sulfur, natural gas. All these things help in improving or sustaining our margin, though they may seem less compared to last year. But as we have said number of times, last year was a highest result for the GSFC historical year. So sustaining that kind of performance is difficult. So there was expected to be some reduction in turnover and margin. So as far as subsidy collection are concerned, the government is regular in providing the subsidy support. We have received subsidy up to September 23. Fertilizer volume, as far as we are concerned, we have seen the H1 volume. For the next H2 and overall for the year as a whole, we hope that we will touch 15% growth in volume as compared to last year, supported by higher production and at Sikka unit and some trading as and when the opportunity arises for DAP and other fertilizers. You must have seen the balance sheet and cash flow. Cash and bank balances are at around 2,300 crore rupees, and this is after the dividend payment of 400 crore rupees in late September, early October. Capro benches trade remained low during the quarter, but it has started some improvement. more than $700 from October onwards. And on yearly basis, we see $700 to $750 of average spread throughout the year. As you might have noted in the notes to our accounts, that reduction in subsidy from October onwards has been provided by the company so that H2 don't suffer because of the stock that was lying with us on 30th September. We have also provided 100 crore rupees for salary revision, which was due from 1st January 23. So this quarter has accommodated large provisions. Still, the results are comparatively good. As you are aware, as per Government of Gujarat, GR companies have increased their dividend, so we had a good dividend income in Q2 of rupees 147 crore, which is almost 95 crore higher than last year. Similarly, with the comfortable cash position, we will continue to have better interest income in H2 also. So that will be additional support for the profitability of the company. CapEx, we have been talking regularly. So we have total CapEx of around 4,000 crores at different stages, and that will give, whenever they will be working at 100% capacity, they will provide good top line and bottom line support going forward. We also have, thereafter, we also have planned for expansion at Dahej, for which DPR is underway, and we hope that this detailed project reports will be available by March 24 with some technology, identification of technology supplier and all. So we will take the matter forward in a concrete way thereafter. So the growth story of GSFC remains intact, and we are poised to grow in top line and bottom line together for years to come. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask question may press star and 1 on the touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Vaibhav Sheth, retail shareholder. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Vaibhav Sheth from Jamnagar, Gujarat. Thank you for this opportunity, and good afternoon to all. I would like to ask 2 questions. First question is that after the announcement or GR of Gujarat government in the month of April, there are rumors in market that looking at the case of GSFC and standalone company, GSFC can give holding company plus GSFC standalone case, GSFC can give 35 to 50 rupees per share dividend, whether it is correct or not, over a period of time. And second question is, in the AGM, Mr. Chairman sir has informed that board is looking for various corporate action as per the GR of Gujarat government. What is the chances for the same? Thank you.
Yeah, so as you heard him during AGM also, and you may be knowing that Gujarat Narmada Valley Fertilizers, for which we are promoters, GSFC, is having board meeting today to deliberate on the buyback offer by the company. So that will be the first PSU to start the exercising the option of mentioned in GR. So they have already declared good dividend and paid in September. now they are deliberating the buyback offer today. So all the PSUs will be taking up this exercise at the appropriate time. So GSFC will also be doing that exercise. So once the NFC goes through, that will be a kind of a torch bearer for us. And rest assured that we are here to follow government PR for higher dividend and other capital restructuring options. Dividend, as you said, we are there is a formula for dividend distribution, minimum dividend distribution. So that we will be following in any case. So as far as we are making profits, the net worth will keep on increasing. So the 5% of net worth is one criteria. So you can assume some dividend going forward. Rest is rumor, as you rightly use the word.
And sorry to interrupt you, sir. I would like to add something. That, as you said, at the appropriate time, all the call protection will be coming. So can we expect by this financial year we can expect?
I do not know, but I mean, there has to be some time-bound exercise. One cannot say that I will think over it after 3 years, kind of thing. So it will be taken up one by one.
Okay.
So unnecessary time will be spent for delaying it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Before we take the next question, we would like to remind participants that you may press star and one to ask questions. The next question is from the line of Mayur Liman from Profit Mart Securities. Please go ahead.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for the opportunity. Sir, I just want to understand about the market share, about the chemical fertilizer. Could you please help me in that?
For different products, we have different share. Like fertilizer, as far as urea is concerned, we are a very small player. So more than 3 crore ton of urea is sold in the country, while we produce 370,000 tons. So it is around 1% in the country's demand. But we have a good hold over ammonium sulfate, which is produced by FACT, that is based in Cochin, and GSFC, only 2 producers. And government don't give subsidy on imported ammonium sulfate. So there our market share is more than 60%. 60% market is enjoyed by GSFC. For DAP and NPKs, we have around 8% market share in the whole country. Of course, we have strong share in our primary market of Gujarat, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, but taking the demand for the country as a whole. So this is the share. Chemicals also, we produce monopoly or oligopoly type of production. So caprolactam, GSFC and FACT are only 2 producers. So most of the market is enjoyed by us. The rest is imports from various countries. Similarly, melamine, we are the only producer. So we cater to 40% of the Indian demand. Rest is imported. And other 6 also, we are the only producer in the country. After we sell out our quantities, the rest is imported into India. So from market perspective, we enjoy good share, and we don't have any problem from the demand side.
Okay, sir. And sir, now the government is moved to the nano urea side. So what do you think about it? I just want to understand the company perspective. about the government initiative?
Just to answer your question, yes, government is promoting and move towards the nano fertilizers, nano urea and nano DAP. They are still in the market development stages because you know that as a country is a large country, large agricultural base. So, and these are the floral things which can be sprayed only once you have the leaves. You have a limited usage. Time will just tell the usage because in the basal still the normal fertilizer, granulated fertilizer goes away. But yes, it is a good move going ahead, and let's see how the market takes away things. As far as GSFC is concerned, GSFC is currently not in nano but in many other liquid fertilizers. So we have quite a good hold in the market of liquid fertilizers. Thank you.
Okay, sir. And my sir, next question is about the El Nino. Now we are seeing the huge effect about the El Nino. Now there is some rumors going on the super El Nino, which is come next year, which will come next year. What do you think about it? Is the do some effect on the company performance?
As you said, Indian is an agricultural economy which highly depends on the rainfall. Last year also similar rumors was there, and today the rainfall is normal as a whole across the country, except deficit in some of the states. Fortunately, Gujarat being our prime market, it's 18% higher, and our share in Gujarat has also increased during H1, and we are hoping to maintain the same in the coming quarters also. As rightly said, it is a rumor at present. Yes, there is a delayed monsoon, delayed by the also the cropping pattern has changed little, but we are prepared because we have a basket of products which have this.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. That's all from my side. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Before we take the next question, we would like to remind participants that you may press star and one to ask questions. The next question is from the line of Shrenik Mehta, retail shareholder. Please go ahead.
Mr. Nanavati, myself Shrenik Mehta, senior citizen from Port City of Jamnagar, by profession an advocate, and I earn my bread and butter from dividend income from the share market. That is my short introduction. And I'm Nanavati said, I'm the founder shareholder since the inception of our company.
Okay, good.
That is there. And at present, I am presiding over as chairman of expert committee on capital market, Jamnagar Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
Okay, very good.
So, sir, shall I ask all the questions at a time, or shall I ask first question, then you reply, and then I will ask second question? What will you prefer, sir?
No, I would like to reply one by one. I mean, you ask
okay. I will also like that. Sir, first of all, Nanavati said, I would like to know what is net worth per share of our company GSFC. Please let me know.
Yeah, so the total net worth as on March 23 was around 7,800 crores, and we have some 40 crores shares outstanding. So for simplification, we can say 8,000 crores divided by 40 crores. So it is 200 rupees per share. That is the net worth.
Yes, good. My next question is, sir, there are major changes in fertilizer subsidy policy of the central government. Actually, what are the changes and how negatively it will impact on the profitability of our company, and how we shall meet with it? Please throw some light.
Yeah, so government for urea, it is a pass-through subsidy mechanism. So all costs are borne by the government, and plus some profit is allowed to fertilizer companies. For making urea, there is no danger or any problem with up and down in the input cost. But phosphatic and potassic fertilizers are governed under nutrient-based subsidy scheme. So for that they declare subsidy at the beginning of financial year, and it is mostly fixed for 6 months or 1 year. So whatever price changes happen during the year, subsidy remains the same. And they also control the MRP of fertilizer so that no farmer don't have to pay more. So all the any increase in the input cost has to be borne by the fertilizer companies most of the time. So this time also from October they reduced the subsidy because they look at the past import and cost data. So during April 23 to September 23, input costs like ammonia, phosphoric acid, natural gas, sulfur, they were quite low. So using that data, they reduced the subsidy from October 23. But really, price of all these products have increased from October 23. So government will have to think something going forward, say from January 24. Whether they have to increase the subsidy or input prices should come down. Something or the other should happen. Otherwise, in this election year, government cannot afford shortage of fertilizer. So if the companies don't make looking to the cost economics, government can be in trouble. And government has already saved a huge subsidy as compared to last year. Their subsidy budget, their actual spending in 2022-23 was around 2.5 lakh crore rupees. Now they may wind up this year with say 1,50,000 crore or 1,75,000 crore. So there is a saving of 75,000 crore to 1 lakh crore rupees is expected by government. So, but their revenues are rising, as you must be reading, GST collection highest and income tax highest. So government has a double benefit. Their revenues are rising and their subsidies are coming down.
So, sir, what is the future expansion plan of GSFC? You mentioned 4,000 crore, and some newspaper we say expansion plan is about 8,000 crore. So, what is correct and when it is going to start and when it will get completed, sir?
So 4,000 crores will happen in 3-4 years. So those projects are at various stages of implementation or technology tie-up or design stage like that. So they are kind of a firm project, 4,000 crores. And another 4,000 crores is planned at Dahej because in Vadodara most of the land are now occupied. So and it is in the city, so no more expansion is possible. So another 4,000 crores will come in Dahej, for which detailed project report work is going on. And in March 24 it will be submitted. Then board will take a further call which products are profitable and should be taken up for setting up the plant. So this is how the 4,000 crores of each are different stages.
And sir, now regarding finance, September 22 profit was about say 285 crore.
Correct.
September 23 profit is around 309 crore. But profit during June 23 quarter was 112 crore. So there is wide variation in the profitability. So market, I think since last 4 days, price of our company, share company in market are going down and down. So can you throw some light on it, sir?
So we explained during the quarter on this post-result Concall that this was not a normal performance. It was a kind of lower performance for GSFC than normal. We had some plant shutdown, then subsidy reduction effect and all those together. So we promised at that time that Q2 will be much more higher performance, better in terms of top line, bottom line. That we have already achieved. So Q2 kind of performance is normal. 106 PBT in Q1. PAT of Q1 was not it was a lesser performance, I would say, exceptional kind of thing.
And sir, GNFC is about declare buyback today. Still, I think it has not come.
Yeah.
So, if you can I say, is our company going to participate in buyback, or GSFC is not going to participate in buyback?
So they will, when the GNFC board meeting is over, they will declare that to SEBI.
Yeah.
We have our one board member in GNFC board, our MD GNFC board.
Yeah.
So looking to the deliberation, because GNFC has not so far declared what price they will do buyback, how much share they are offering.
Yeah.
So without that, GSFC also cannot decide whether to participate or not. So the both things will come together. What GNFC share price, quantity of shares, plus promoters' participation. All answers will come together by evening.
By evening, can we get these answers, sir?
I think yes, they will have to submit to SEBI and stock exchanges, isn't it?
Yeah, correct, right. And sir, last, when can the shareholder of GSFC will expect buyback, split, bonus?
So now GNFC is taking the lead in buyback, so other companies will have to examine either buyback or bonus. Split, because our earlier share was 100 rupees.
Yeah.
It was split to 10, then it was again split to 2 rupees. So now much scope is not there for splitting.
Yeah.
So, but the bonus and buyback could be on the table, maybe going forward.
Nanavati said, thank you very much for the nice reply. And I'm, as a minority shareholder, I'm quite satisfied with your answer. And sir, wish you best of luck. And as a shareholder, we expect our value of a share to go up as and when our performance grow up. Thank you, sir.
Correct. Thanks.
Thank you. Before we take the next question, we would like to remind participants that you may press star and one to ask questions. The next question is from the line of Saket Kapoor from Kapoor and Company. Please go ahead.
Namaskar, Nanavati sir, and thank you for the opportunity.
Our company secretary is ready to give answer to your question.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. I hope all well at your end. Thank you. Yeah. Sir, firstly, as you yourself mentioned in your opening remark, that this quarter has also many of one-offs. If we take the higher other income, that is getting negated with the higher employee provision, and then there is a net of also the subsidy negative impact has also been built into. So on the subsidy and the inventory front, can you quantify the number for this quarter in terms of this the impact of that lower subsidy amount which we have taken in this quarter?
It is around 300 crore rupees.
Okay. This includes including the reduction in the month of October also.
Yeah, that is mainly October, because even if we have booked September sales with the, up to September subsidy, but when we are going to do sale through POS machine from October onwards, it will get us a lower subsidy only. So all the stock inventory that you are talking, I am not talking of inventory not sold, but with inventory which is already sold as a first point sale by us to dealer and other stockists. But when they really sell it to farmers through POS machine, that machine will throw up lower subsidy amount. So that I have to provide, because if you are waiting sale to happen in October, November, December, and I am providing lower subsidy at that time, all companies are providing it upfront right away in the September, so that the next quarter remains clean and don't come under shadow of lower subsidy. So this is also, CSFC has also done the same.
Sir, what has been our volume growth for the first half if we compare this H1 with the previous year?
Volume growth in terms of quantity sold.
Yes.
1 minute. Yeah, it is around 34% quantity H1.
Okay. So as you mentioned earlier that we are expecting a 15% growth over last year numbers. So what should we expect in terms of the volume for H2 going forward?
So same, we did some 10 lakh some odd sales during H1. So we will do 10, 11 lakhs again in H2.
Okay. Similar number we will have.
Yeah, so but last year was 18 lakhs, so this will be around 21 lakhs.
Okay. Last year full year numbers were 18 lakhs.
18 lakhs, yes.
Okay. And we have done 10 lakhs for H1.
Yeah, we did 10 lakhs for H1, so similar 10, 11 lakhs for H2.
Okay, that translates into a 15% growth. And sir, and now sir, with the factoring of the lower subsidy rates and the losses on account of that, what should be the margin EBIT numbers that we can look for the fertilizer segment?
So as I said, Q3 will be impacted margin because subsidy has just been reduced while the prices are high. So, but this situation cannot last long. So we expect that either prices should come down or government should increase the subsidy. Because otherwise, if there are lower production, particularly P&K fertilizers, then this financial year may be okay. But then going forward, when the next kharif season starts in April, May 24, there will be very low inventory in the channel. So that can impact the next year availability of fertilizers in the market. So that cannot be, tolerated. So fertilizer production, imports, everything has to be consistent. You can't allow that I have stock, so I don't mind producing, or if people don't produce, I don't care. Government cannot have that kind of approach, because even if you don't suffer till March 24, your suffering will start immediately from April, May 24. And these are all irreversible things. The volumes are so large that you cannot think of importing, say, 3 lakh or 1 lakh, 1 crore metric ton 2 months' time. And it will increase the price very high international market. Logistically, it is also not possible. So things have to move smoothly on month-to-month basis. The government knows all these things. So hopefully from Q4 we should have reasonable margin again in place.
Sir, when you mentioned prices are up, means you are speaking about the raw material price, and if you could clarify.
Yes. Like ammonia, as Mr. Verma said, ammonia was $280 to $350 in say H1 period, based on which government reduced the subsidy from October. But the same ammonia is $540 now. So similarly, phosphoric acid was lower. Now it has reached to $985. So one side government reduced the subsidy, but other side input price has gone up. So this is contradictory situation. So one correction either on input price or on subsidy front. One correction has to happen to sustain production, domestic production.
And we have updated the government about these changes in the raw material basket, or we have made any presentation to the Ministry of Fertilizers?
So they themselves collect all the data. They have more data than us because
Yes, correctly.
they have direct connection to the customs and commerce ministry. So they get all the data of imports and prices directly, the actual prices. Plus, they also subscribe to various magazines, international magazines. So they themselves compile monthly data
Right.
for various price, volumes, prevailing price in other countries. So many data they have with them. So nobody needs to tell them anything.
Correct, sir. So when we look at this key input cost movement part on slide number 8, therein we see a strong declining trend for ammonia prices, I think so from 43 to 24.
Correct.
And what are currently the prices, sir?
Now 48,000, double.
Okay. So what could have led to this doubling of prices just in a month's time, sir? We have prepared this for closing prices as of September, and we are in the month of November, first week of November.
Yeah. So these ammonia prices were abnormally low. Because they were very high up to March 23. All the input prices crashed from April 23 onwards. Natural gas, ammonia, processed feed. Because these very high prices were not sustainable. So they reduced drastically. But those drastic reductions were also not sustainable. Prices have to be at reasonable level for anybody to produce and sell. So the prices remain for 3-4 months at those low levels. But again they have started rising. Plus some plant shutdowns during this COVID and this Ukraine war and so many geopolitical situations. Some plants get shut down, so the immediate effect on quantity is there, and that shoots up the prices.
Right. Sir, a small point, when you mentioned the 300 crore impact, that is net off from the revenue from operation itself?
Yes. Because subsidy income is a part of my revenue, so I reduce revenue as well as profit.
Right. And sir, now coming to the industrial chemical industrial product part, sir, the segment has reported negative numbers to the tune closer to 35 crores. So if you could explain the contribution, sir, which product have, and also do we have any inventory impact also, sir? When we look at the volume data on a Q-on-Q basis, that have gone up from for caprolactam, melamine, nylon 6, all the products we have sold more, produced and sold more sequentially, and we have incurred losses on the same. So if you could explain the reason. And sir, secondly, sir, thank you for the presentation change. Now we have the volume data for the preceding quarter also. Thank you, ma'am, for adhering to the requirements. Yeah, now for you, please reply.
Yeah, so unlike fertilizer, in the IPP, industrial products are IPP linked. So whatever international price changes occur, they get immediately reflected in the next month's prices. So there, such inventory losses are frequently occurring because if I produce something at a higher cost and then prices go down. But I don't keep inventory to get better price. I will get something better next month, so I don't sell this month. We don't do like this. So ups and downs in inventory, sometimes profitable, sometimes not profitable. That is frequent happening in industry, your products. Fertilizers price, at least MRP are quite stable. Say for if you talk of DAP price from January 23 are same, 1200 rupees per bag. and 1350 per bag since last 6 months or more than 6 months. And subsidy also remains more or less stable for at least 6 months. So their inventory losses occur once in a while, particularly when the financial year changes or when the subsidy change occurs. But in industrial products, this happening very frequently.
Sir, earlier we used to also provide the revenue line item along with the production and the sales. But this time, I think so we have, in the presentation and in the press release, we have omitted the line of the revenue part. So kindly provide that would give us the realizations, how the realizations have shaped up. But anyway, sir, just to conclude on the industrial segment, could you provide which product has contributed to the negative EBITDA, and what are the with now the crude prices currently in a declining mode, the situation has turned more grim for the industrial product segment for the current quarter also?
Yeah, some improvement from October has started, but all the crude price coming up or going down. In fact, the raw material like benzene is a direct derivative of crude. So if crude goes down, benzene also sometimes goes down. But our finished product like caprolactam, their price don't move in line with crude prices. They are not directly correlated. So benzene may come down, capro also may come down. Benzene may go up, capro may remain stable. All these things happen. So most of the major products, as you know, the whole chemical business, not only GSFC, all over country, chemical industry is not doing well. So GSFC also is not an exception. So that was the picture so far. Some improvements have taken place, but not very noteworthy or sustainable kind of thing.
Sir, in your presentation, you have mentioned 1545 as the closing prices for caprolactam as of September. So what are the current price trends?
I think it is around 1700 or so.
Okay, the prices have moved up from 1545.
Yes, it has improved in October.
Okay. And so do you have the figures, if you take the breakup for the 35 crore loss for the industrial segment, which products have contributed out of the major three, caprolactam, melamine and nylon 6? If you could give
all are contributing to this loss, because the nylon 6 is a further in the value chain of caprolactam. So when caprolactam is costly, then nylon 6 will also be costly in terms of cost of production. So they go together. And melamine also prices are subdued. We sold as high as more than 250,000 per ton last year or year before last. Now it's less than 1 lakh rupees per ton. So this keeps happening. So hope we can improve in future.
These are the nylon 6 prices, the currently lower to 1 lakh.
No, melamine prices.
Melamine. So what are the nylon 6 prices currently?
We have so many varieties, some 30-40 grades of nylon and compounding grade nylon. So around 1,70,000 to more than 2 lakh premium grade. That is the per ton price.
Right. Last point in the power and fuel mix, that you did mention that currently the ammonia prices have moved up or doubled rather in a month time. So if we take the raw material consumption and the power and fuel, how are these two line items going to shape up, sir, going ahead? The major, if you break up between for the cost of material consumed, if you could give me percentage-wise breakup, and how are they trending currently?
Nickel price are quite stable. They rise little bit here and there. Sulfur prices are also now, they are directly derivative crude, so they are range bound. rock phosphate prices are also range bound. All prices are flying within some range. There is no likelihood of major increase in the raw material, at least that we use in Baroda. That is sulfur, natural gas, rock phosphate, benzene, sulfuric acid. All those prices are range bound, not likely to increase substantially going forward. Only what we import, phosphate acid and ammonia for Sikka, they have gone up high. So that is affecting the Sikka production and Sikka economics. Otherwise, for Baroda, things are stable.
Okay, sir. And for the power and fuel mix, the natural gas is the major component here?
Yeah, so natural gas is stable. So power and fuel, as you see, there is reduction in cost. So that will keep on happening, and when we set up our more solar power plants and all, it will keep on coming down.
So just to conclude, sir, on the fertilizer part, since this is the major segment that will contribute both to the top line and the bottom line. So taking into account since we have taken the reduced subsidy impact in this quarter, and also going ahead since the raw material prices are also on the upward trajectory. So we have for the first quarter our PBT numbers were 100 crores. The second quarter after taking into impact was 224. So taking all these impact, in what ballpark numbers can we expect the fertilizer product segment to behave going ahead for the coming quarters?
Yeah, so right now we don't have the number, but Q3 will be little impacted because, as I said, input prices are high and subsidy has been reduced. So Q3 will have some impact, but hopefully Q4, because government acts with a lag, government don't act in real-time manner. So they have a lag of a quarter before they take any corrective action. Right. So that will have effect in Q3, but hopefully Q4 normal kind of situation should come.
Okay. And going ahead, what should be the quarterly employee benefit expense number, sir? We have made 100 crore provision this quarter. So correct. What should be the run rate going ahead?
So this year, 23-24, being the first year of wage revision, it will have more impact, but it will taper down. We have 4-year settlement period, 23, 24, 25, and 26. So from next year, it will taper down. The one-time effect will not be seen. But we had 656 crore employee cost last year for the full year. So maybe some 850 to 900 crore maybe the employee cost.
So 656 was for the first half, I think so. For the year as
well. 22-23.
Full year, sir, we had this 1200, I think so. Sorry, it's a power sir. Yes, it is 668. So 668 will go up to?
It will be around 800 crore on a normal year.
Okay. First half we have done already 409 crore. So now it will be the run rate will be 200 crore quarterly basis?
Yes. Quarterly basis 200 crore.
That is significant jump, sir.
Yes. But to run all this old plant, we need to pay good salary to employees.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir. So we can conclude that Q3 will be negative since the industrial product segment is already in bad shape, and also the impact of the subsidy and the raw material input prices running in inverse direction will impact the profitability for the next quarter. So
some pressure on margin. Yes.
Okay. So when you mention that some pressure, what should be if you have worked out some number, give a ballpark, sir, understanding that this 224 can go to 160, 170. That should be the likely numbers?
No, really, we don't have worked out the numbers.
Okay.
So,
Right. Thank you, sir. And we hope for the government resolution part of the to be get implemented and how the board behaves. I mean, what understanding the board takes on today's GNFC's buyback. And lastly, sir, on the P2O5 prices, sir, what are the current phosphoric acid prices? I missed your number you mentioned. Post the September quarter.
$985.
Okay. And September quarter end was?
850.
Correct. Thank you, sir, and all the best. And we hope that this revenue line item would be included in the presentation, sir.
Yes.
And we will have for the next quarter. We will have all the 3 quarters data in the same presentation, so that we can do a comparative number easily.
Yes.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, sir, for all the detailed answer, and happy Republic to the entire team. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Madhur Rathi from Counter Cyclical Investments. Please go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity, sir. Sir, our solar power plant that's coming next year. So what percentage of our power and fuel cost that will serve us?
So please, if you can repeat the question.
Sir, the solar power plant that is coming up next year. So what
Correct.
percentage of our power and fuel cost that